Welcome to Network Theory lecture series. I, Professor Ritesh Dulakia, is going to explain you initial and final condition of electrical elements in this video. So here I'll be explaining you what are the initial conditions and steady state conditions for electrical elements like resistor, inductor and capacitor. So let us consider first element, that is resistor. So you see here we have resistor, and to understand its initial and final condition, I'll be doing one experiment. In that I'll be considering one battery, and that is what I'll connect via switch with this resistor. So let us say here we have switch K, and that switch will provide connection of battery with resistor. So here we have battery of potential V and resistor R. Now what I'll do is I'll turn on this switch K at time t is equals to 0. So let us see what will happen initially. So at time t is equals to 0, when this switch is on, there will be flow of current I, and that flow of current I will be V by R. And if you observe this flow of current at infinite time, t is equals to infinite, that current will remain same, that will be V by R only. So here what we can conclude, see for resistor, when you see initially, then there will be constant current, it will not change, right? It will be V by R only, right? It does not depends on other parameters, it will be constant, right? Initially as well as finally. So I can say that this resistance will act as a resistance and it will be constant initially and finally. Now let us see what will happen with inductor. So to understand that, I'll do same experiment in which I'll be considering one battery, and that battery with voltage V that I'll connect along with switch. Let us say this switch is K, and that is what we are connecting it with inductor. So this switch K, that will confirm whether connection is there with inductor of this battery or not. Now let us press this switch at time t is equals to 0. So at time t is equals to 0, when I press this switch, right, so at that time, at time t is equals to 0, this inductor that will act as an open circuit, and as inductor is acting like open circuit, you will be observing current I that will be 0 in this inductor, right? So when you press this switch initially, this inductor will act as an open circuit, current I will be 0, right? And if you observe this current, then it will increase gradually, and at time t is equals to infinite, this inductor that will be acting like a short circuit. So this inductor that will act like a short circuit finally, and you will be observing current I in this loop that will be maximum. That will be maximum, right? So here you can observe one thing. For the case of inductor, initial condition states it will act as an open circuit, and final condition states that it will be acting like a short circuit, right? So let me mention that. Now let us do same experiment with capacitor. So to understand that, again what I'll do is I'll be connecting battery which is having voltage V, and that connection will happen with capacitor via switch K, and here I'll be connecting capacitor C. So this switch K that will ensure connection is happening with capacitor with this battery. So now what I'll do is, to understand initial condition, at time t is equals to 0, I'll turn on this switch. So as I turn on this switch, this capacitor that will act as a short circuit initially. So for capacitor, initial condition is like short circuit, right? So as it is acting like a short circuit, you will be observing that current I over here, that will be maximum initially for t is equals to 0, right? And you will be observing that as you increase time period, at infinite time period, it will act as an open circuit, right? So at time infinite, it will act as an open circuit and there will be zero current at infinite time period. And during that, you will be observing this capacitor is getting charged and it will get charged by voltage, right? It will get charged by voltage and that polarity will be plus minus like this, right? It will charge by voltage. So once capacitor is getting fully charged, it will act as a voltage source at infinite time period, right? And it is having maximum current as it is short circuit initially, right? And once it is getting fully charged, it will act as a open circuit. So initial condition is short circuit and final condition is open circuit for capacitor. Now here few more things that we should remember. See, this capacitor will store charge and it will act as a voltage source once it is getting fully charged, right? So see, it will be storing energy in terms of potential, and for the case of inductor, when you provide supply, it will act as an open circuit initially and gradually current will increase and it will get maximum when it is getting short circuited. So there will be a current stored in that inductor and that current store will be having polarity plus minus like this, and when it releases energy at that time its polarity will change. While for the case of capacitor, it will store potential V with plus minus polarity like this, but when it releases its energy at that time it will not change its polarity. So here inductor will store energy in form of equivalent current source and capacitor will store energy in form of equivalent voltage source. Capacitor polarity won't change when it releases its energy, but inductor polarity will change when it releases its energy. So this is what the case which you should be keeping in your mind. See, resistor will be having constant initial and final condition, it will act as a resistance only. But for the case of inductor, inductor will be acting as open circuit for initial condition and short circuit for final condition. Capacitor will act as a short circuit for initial condition and open circuit for final condition. Inductor will store energy and it will be equivalent current source once it is fully charged, and capacitor will store energy as equivalent voltage source and it will be acting like a voltage source once it is getting fully charged, right? But inductor will change its polarity when it releases its energy, but capacitor won't change its polarity when it releases its energy. So these are the basic things that you should keep in your mind when you observe initial and final condition. In next few videos, I'll be explaining you few more examples related initial conditions, so that will make sure your understanding is proper. I hope you have understood this video. Thank you so much for watching this video.